Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Look over Queen Bee, don't come for me, please, ma'am. Look over Queen Bee's live theory about Jack. I think her name is Langley. Langley. Oh God, that's a beautiful name. Just oh my God. Huh. Um. Then okay, I'm gonna talk about a new missing case in a new missing case, parents. I'm gonna talk. Sorry, I'm gonna talk about two missing kids today. The name is Jack and Lenny Sarabin. No, and people are saying that this is gonna be the next somewhere else. I don't see that happening. One, it's in Canada. Blue Bay doesn't know. Ew. Blue Bay doesn't know how to shut her mouth for anything. Um. Ew. Okay. She doesn't know how to shut her mouth. Sorry. So I don't think they can afford to fight. If she can go to Idaho, she could different. She's not gonna go to Canada. Never Scotia's. I hope I'm saying that. Okay, let's get into this because I'm going to take notes as Quimby is talking because I'm going to be able to say, no, that's not true, or no, uh, I didn't know about this. I didn't know much. Well, I mean, I just can't seem to get into it. I mean, there's so much wrong, like in this case, but I just don't know. I can wrap my head around it, but every time you talk to me about it, it's like blah 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 blah. You know, I'm just like I know I understand, I just can't comprehend. That's my problem on this. Okay, on the true and honest facts. I'm being like Burham Bay, that she put life out her ass. That's why I'm doing this for me and for you.
Their house and they were possibly hungover and not paying attention to their kids. Are you fucking serious? So we already know it's began with the video after video after video. So let's jump right into it, y'all.
Let's go, Queen. Okay. Mom and Dad, Dad. Should I go and check?
This is in the middle of her stream where she was talking about Seth being sued by Texana. We'll go back to that. back to that because I do want to touch on that. I do
Oh,
want to talk to y'all about that.
so do I.
Because
So do I.
yeah, has to do with Sebastian stuff. So we'll get back into that. Let me see, timestamp 30.
I do not feel sorry for stuff. If she did something really bad, that Nick, he deserves to face whatever he wants. He is facing.
38. Okay. So, anyways, here we go.
Search for Sebastian.
She starts in about the parents, which actually, you know what? I got to give her a little bit of credit, which I can't fucking stand this bitch. You guys know that. I said, why are you screaming at us? You're talking in all caps. So normally you don't do that, baby. I'm sorry. That's why I said, are you screaming at us? What's going on? Are you excited? Or you just didn't realize you were in all caps? Goodness sakes. They're really fucking pissed. They were really pissed. Now they're happy. I don't know if they're mad or if they're pissed or what. I got her back on, so I'm like, listen to him. Like, don't fucking do it. Don't turn her back on.
Yeah.
For clicks and views and shit.
This. They can rescue. They know how.
Now, how much sense does Betty make? Yes, they can rescue if they know where they are. If they find them, they know where they are. Come on, man. This is ridiculous. Maggie says, I live 20 minutes away from them, and we're getting more information from American YouTubers than local news.
Damn.
Really, Maggie? Really? See, I figured you guys would be the first ones to know. Oh my, listen, some of these YouTubers, and I'm going to tell you this right now. A lot of these YouTubers, in my opinion, use these cases a lot of the times for clicks and views, and they say a lot of things that are not true. Hence why we're getting ready to go over Betty right now, talking about there was a party that they had some big elaborate party there. And, you know, possibly just listen to the shit she has to say. This is crazy as hell. She starts her shit already. And at first I was like, man, I got to give her some credit because she's like, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm not going to say anything about the parents yet. I'm going to wait. I'm going to reserve my judgment. I'm just going to wait. So I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe she's learned her lesson throughout the bullshit. You know what I mean? Through all these cases.
No.
She, instead of jumping directly to blaming the parents. No, listen.
Of recovery. So we know that the Tennessee website home and they know how to rescue. Well, we have to think really long and hard about that. Because Tennessee because there's more going on there than meets the eye. And typically it's somebody being hidden. In some way, shape, or form being hidden. Now, this is also interesting. I'm going to turn this over to Matt Thibodeau. He's very well known on TikTok. If you guys have a TikTok channel, please go up and hit him up. I believe he...
This is the same kid that pulled screenshots from our Discord and tried to upload them when we fucking trolled Betty. And it was funny as fuck.
May have a channel here on YouTube. I can't remember, but if he does, I need to sign up for. So if you ever see a channel from him on here, just let me know so I can sign up for him. But this is a pretty interesting perspective, and we haven't brought it up before either. And I think you guys need to listen. Did we miss something? It's possible.
Morning, everyone. So I was listening to a little bit of Primetime Buzz last night, and she brought up a really, really good point, a point that I had not thought of before. She mentions the fact that Katie Proudfoot got up on the morning of February 26, 2024, to get Sebastian up and ready for school. She said that she realized that he was not there. She checked all around the house, called out to him, and then got in her car and then drove around the neighborhood to go and look for him. Now, what's the issue with that? Take a listen.
We've included looking in closets, other side of the bed, all closets in the house, in and around the house, the bathroom, the kitchen. Never mentions the garage.
Now, a lot of people tend to believe that if Sebastian got home from the Texas Roadhouse on the night of February 25th, that the only way that he would have been able to get out of the house without triggering any Ring cameras, any lights, is if he was put in Katie's vehicle and brought somewhere else.
And here we go with the speculation with Sebastian's case. It's been going on for a long ass time now. All right, so let me get past this bullshit where she starts in with this with these parents here, because she goes right into it, right from this to that. So let's see here.
Magell's. I don't even know if I say that right. I'm sorry. I can say it Meganells, but I don't think that's what it is. Gosh, too. And you know, she. The thing I think we can identify, at least in a lot of the counties that we've worked there in Tennessee, I think it's getting.
Of course, Tennessee's corrupt, and everybody in Tennessee's corrupt, and that's her point for this. Anyways, keep it moving, Betty. Come on, fuck. She goes right into the kids. Right there it is. I think that's the.
That I've been trying to find out, because I've been trying to look for a way for them to get on that side of the house unobscured. You know, like they weren't really on a lot of cameras. You don't see anybody walking from the front of the house to the back. You see them kind of coming from that side and through the common area. And when you look over there, there is something there, but it's the crawl space, and it appears to be a large crawl space. But if it doesn't have access to the house, then that's not where they came from, and there may be another place that they came out of. So anyways, that's what we have. So, or a potential sighting of him. That I'm very thankful that people are keeping an eye out, scanned out when it comes to Sebastian Rogers. Was gone, just evaporated into air. And so I don't know too much about that, you know, or why. But I just know that something doesn't seem right. And I don't believe that he walked out of the house without his shoes, without a jacket, or without any of his personal belongings, intentionally running away from home. I just don't see that being the case. All right, guys, we're going to be.
Right. So, no, I don't know how many people have said he intentionally ran from home, Betty. Nobody's ever said that, but that I'm aware of. I guess people did say he might have ran if he had to go stay with his dad, but that's a little different. I don't know.
Moving on to the next case, which is Lily.
All right, here we go. Finally, moving right the fuck along here.
Lily and Jack Sullivan. These are the two siblings out of Canada, Nova Canada, and they've been missing since May 2nd, and nobody knows what has. So we're going to start out with this Facebook post that I.
No, it's about Sebastian and these two kids. She kind of ties in both of the cases together. She goes on about Sebastian and how corrupt Tennessee is, and this, that, and the other, and that people, you know, that the police have the resources to go find these children, and just wait. She's going to intertwine the two. Just give me a few minutes here. Here it goes. Now, like I said, I thought I was gonna give her credit. I was like, okay, you know, she's gonna wait. She said she's gonna wait to judge the parents. No. Nope.
That I found, talking about some stuff. Again, the stuff I'm reading on here, I cannot guarantee as being factual, but I do believe is interesting. And I wanted to share that with you. And that's this post here. And I got a couple posts that I'm going to be sharing with you this evening. And this is from Maritime Happenings. For context, here are aerial photos of the property that Lily 6 and Jack 4 were reported to have wandered off from, as their mother and her boyfriend slept on Friday morning of last week. There are two dwellings occupied on the property. The home that Daniel, mom, baby, Lily, and Jack occupy has a blue siding on the back in the fenced yard, white on one side facing the road. The silent sliding door that they reportedly left by is on the back of the house on the blue side. They also have chickens, so there's a coop with the enclosure, a camper trailer where Daniel's mother resides. Providing these photos for context, as there have been questions posted about the setup of the property and its proximity to the road. Okay, so here we go. And many of us have already seen these photos right here. And as you guys can see, here's the chicken coop that they said, the camper that is, I was hearing it was his brother, but it's his mother. I've been hearing his mother stays on the property. This whole backyard is fenced completely in. So it's making it very difficult. There's a close-up of the glass door. If you guys have not seen it, there's no telling how loud or smooth it opens. It doesn't look like it's well taken care of. So again, that's all I can say. I can't say anything about the sound of it. But there you go. And there's the proximity to the road. Now, I know there's got to be a post here somewhere because I remember reading it. Maybe it's this one. Okay, this one I really like. It kind of breaks down a few things. It's from this person called Corey DeWitt. I don't know who that is. Never met the person. Don't know if it's just somebody talking about the case or somebody that is like me. here we go. Maybe I can get that a little bit bigger. There we go. The disappearance of Lily and Jack Sullivan has spawned numerous unsubstantiated accounts. It is essential to rely solely on verified information and refrain from disseminating speculative content. A summary of circulating reports is provided below. Increased police presence. Unsubstantiated local reports indicate heightened police activity at the Sullivan residence, including additional vehicles, removal and search of the porch, and examination of the interior and beneath the home. Although these measures have not been officially confirmed, such investigative procedures are standard protocol as authorities pursue all leads. Parents' silence. It is believed that the children's mother has been advised against communicating with media and is maintaining a low profile. While not officially
I'm not really sure why people think that that's not normal. The police, especially after what's gone on with certain cases and certain people, have absolutely told the parents to stay off social media. Now there's a stepfather that's involved. Okay, so before, now remember the narrative they spun with Sebastian's case. Chris was terrible. He was a bad person. He was the stepdad, not their dad. Blah blah blah. Now, listen. This case. Now, I heard that Evil Exists channel had said they're kind of more lean with the mom is guilty and the stepdad is, like the knight in shining armor right now. So. Also, they said that the kid's dad is not in jail and he's not in prison. He is actually out, and they doxed the ever-living piss out of him. So, yeah, that's all out there as well. So, there we go for that. There's that. His criminal record, his numbers, and all that, birthday. So, I'm sure people will be reaching out in no time.
fully confirmed, it is likely that both parents have been advised to refrain from public commentary during the ongoing investigations. Neighbors' claims. An anonymous source message widely shared alleges that a neighbor reported a high number of visitors on the property prior to the children's disappearance. The message claims the neighbor was unaware children resided there and suspected illicit activity. There are no evidence to corroborate the validity of this claim.
Look,
It is
it's not
crucial to
me
differentiate between
me.
speculation.
Hello, Lena. I was taking notes. I'm so sorry. I'm like up. I have hot pepper screwed dragon. I was just taking notes. I'm just like, well, I'm not talking. Maybe I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to do some research on this because I'm thinking and remembering like everything that's been said and done. So I need to leave and research this myself and put it in a notebook, and I'm gonna do some research on this. I'll be back. I don't know when, but I'll be back sometime this week. Thank you for coming. Bye, Marina. Bye, Pepper Dragon Skirt. I'm sorry. Have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.